Big drama at Old Trafford. Ruben Amorim was right all along, astonished face, but Ten Hag missed it. Man United eye a world-class striker for free collision, and Mazraoui drops a shocker about playing centre-back. Plus, Sir Jim Ratcliffe stirs controversy again face with team from nose. Let's dive in. Ruben Amorim is right about one Man United star, but Erik Ten Hag couldn't see it. Manchester United are preparing for the Europa League final, and Ahmad is bound to play a key role in their bid for Europa League glory. It's little over a year since Ahmad made his first meaningful start for Manchester United. Named in a United starting 11 for the first time since an end-of-season dead rubber against Leicester 3 years earlier, the Ivory Coast international played 70 minutes before being replaced by Antony in a 1-0 defeat to Arsenal. Back then, few would have envisaged there being quite so much excitement about his return from injury ahead of the Europa League final a year on. Ruben Amorim declared Ahmad's season over after he picked up an injury in training in February, but he has worked hard to get back to fitness and strengthen United's push for Europa League glory. Amorim described Ahmad's return as massive after he made his comeback in the 3-0 semi-final first leg victory over Athletic Bilbao earlier this month. The 22-year-old started all but one of Amorim's first 13 Premier League games in charge prior to picking up the aforementioned injury in February. The United head coach has made no secret of his admiration for Ahmad, revealing he had improved a lot just a few weeks after his appointment. He knows Ahmad will have a huge part to play if United are to secure Champions League football for next season by beating Tottenham on Wednesday, though the ex-Atlanta man's qualities weren't seemingly quite so obvious to former manager Erik Ten Hag. Prior to being sacked in October, Ten Hag afforded Ahmad just 16 Premier League appearances in his 2.5 years as manager, with the forward sent out on loan to Sunderland in Ten Hag's first season at the club. Amorim has been keen to stress the importance of Ruud van Nistelrooy's caretaker spell in aiding Ahmad's development. Just 7 months on from Amorim's arrival at Old Trafford, and Ahmad is now one of the first names on the team sheet and a shoe-in for a starting place in Wednesday's final. Manchester United given green light to sign world-class striker for free. Man United will be in the market for a new striker this summer, and one of Europe's most prolific goal-getters will be available for nothing. The 2024-25 League One season came to an end on Saturday, and for Jonathan David it marked the end of an era. After 5 successful years at Lille, the Canada international made his 232nd and final appearance for the club, starting their 2-1 win over Stade Reims. The striker's contract is up at the end of the season, and he confirmed during the week that he will be leaving the club when it expires. In an emotional video montage he shared on his Instagram page, David said, "I wanted you, the fans, to hear from me. After 5 years at the club, it is time to say goodbye." David was substituted with 73 minutes on the clock and received a standing ovation from Lille's supporters, who watched him score 109 goals for the club after arriving from Belgian club Gent in 2020. He was visibly emotional as he walked off the pitch, taking his time to applaud each corner of the stadium. Amid his contract situation, David has been linked with a plethora of big-name European clubs over the last few months, including Barcelona, Inter Milan, Liverpool, Newcastle United, and Manchester United. United, of course, plan to sign a striker in this summer's transfer window and have earmarked Ipswich Town ace Liam Delap as their prime target. Both Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee have failed to deliver the goods this season, and United's need for a new goal-getter has never been greater. Delap will be available for £30 million this summer via a release clause that has become active as a result of Ipswich being relegated straight back to the Championship. Despite their collective struggles, Delap has scored a respectable 12 goals in his first full season as a Premier League player. Earning plenty of credit for that return, the theory is that he will surpass that tally with better players around him. However, it is feared by some that he is still not experienced enough to become the starting striker at Old Trafford. Although David is only 3 years Delap's senior, the Canada international, who does not turn 26 until next January, has much more experience in his locker. He has played in the top tier of French football for 5 seasons, he has a very respectable goal-scoring record in the Champions League, and he has represented his country at a World Cup. David has been one of the most consistent strikers in Europe since joining Lille 5 years ago. Of his 109 goals for the club, 25 came this season. He also registered an impressive 12 assists this term, meaning he was directly involved in 37 goals. Of his 25 goals this season, 7 came in the Champions League. He scored against Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, Juventus and Borussia Dortmund, proving he can cut it against the continent's elite. Versatile Noussair Mazraoui believes he can do good in the right centre-back spot. Manchester United defender Noussair Mazraoui has played in 7 different positions in the 2024-25 season. Mazraoui joined United from Bayern Munich for £17 million last summer and has quickly become a mainstay in Ruben Amorim's evolving system. The 27-year-old has featured as a right and left centre-back, right and left wing-back, traditional full-back on both sides and even as an attacking midfielder. Speaking to an interview, Mazraoui staked his claim for the right centre-back spot. He said via Manchester Evening News, in the right centre-back, I really like to go forward with the ball. So in the build-up and break the lines, that's something I can do good. So I'm comfortable on the ball. But it's not like attacking as wing-back. And wing-back, a lot of times you come in a right-wing position. For that, you really need like a mad 1v1 skill. That's maybe not my biggest strength. Once questioned for his durability due to an injury-hit past, Mazraoui has silenced the critics with 55 appearances already this season, proving his resilience and reliability. With Victor Lindelof and Johnny Evans likely to leave in the summer, United might look inward rather than venturing into the transfer market. Mazraoui, with his composure and tactical intelligence, seems tailor-made for the right-sided centre-back role in Amorim's 3-4-2-1 formation. He exudes confidence on the ball and rarely puts a foot wrong when building out from the back. Though Amorim has also deployed him in wing-back roles, it is at centre-back where he seems most naturally at home. The Portuguese head coach demands his defenders be progressive, comfortable in advanced areas, and capable of initiating attacks. The Moroccan international possesses these qualities in abundance. Opting to trust Mazraoui as a centre-back could save United millions in the transfer market, freeing up funds to strengthen in other priority areas like midfield or attack. Sir Jim Ratcliffe delivers latest controversial Man United snub amid Sheikh Jassim takeover hope. Latest Manchester United women as Mark Skinner's team are in FA Cup final action at Wembley. Sir Jim Ratcliffe did not attend Manchester United women's FA Cup final against Chelsea at Wembley this afternoon. Despite the presence of key figures from Manchester United's football department, including CEO Omar Barada, technical director Jason Wilcox, and co-chairman Avi Glazer, Ratcliffe is absent for the 2nd consecutive year. He also missed the 2024 final, choosing instead to attend United's Premier League clash with Arsenal at Old Trafford. However, this time there is no fixture clash, as United played Chelsea at Stamford Bridge on Friday night. Chelsea co-owners Todd Boehly and Badad Abelai were in attendance at Wembley to see if their club could complete an unbeaten treble under Sonia Bompastor. This follows the renewed mention of Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani, whose name has resurfaced in connection with Manchester United. Prior to Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos's partial takeover, reports indicated that Sheikh Jassim submitted a £4.79 billion bid to acquire the Glazers' stake through the 9-2 Foundation. It was also reported that his plans included clearing the club's debt, delisting Manchester United from the New York Stock Exchange, and presenting fully funded proposals for a new stadium. Speaking ahead of the final, boss Mark Skinner admitted, results-wise, Chelsea are the best team and the hardest team to come up against. If you know anything about us, we are rebels and we don't like just accepting this as the case. I am a rebel, my nature is rebellious, so for me it is about not accepting that just because they have the best resources, they have to be the best team on every occasion. When you set yourself up for that challenge and you know you will have to go through hell to get the victory, if you prepare for that, then I believe you can do something special.